What's going on, people? It is your boy Sven D wishing you a wonderful happy Thanksgiving. I don't know why I said a wonderful happy Thanksgiving, but bring you guys some Call of Duty Black Ops. We're not playing any multiplayer or zombies. I know you guys are probably getting force-fed that shit every day on YouTube, so I kind of decided to do something a little different, bring you guys some Strike Force missions. I got two on here, depending on how long the video is. I guess it's kind of going to dictate how much I show of each. Maybe just one, maybe both. Either way, it doesn't matter. I haven't posted a video in like a week or so. I actually got a pretty interesting story to tell you guys. Before I get into that, I kind of want to talk to you guys about Black Ops 2 and what I'm thankful for. You know, kind of going with the whole Thanksgiving theme and everything like that. And just kind of tell you my thoughts on the game. Good thoughts, not bad thoughts. Now, I'm going to break down the three main parts of the game really quick. You have the campaign, you have multiplayer, and you have zombies. With the campaign, this might be the best campaign that I've ever played in my life, and it's a lot of the stuff between the lines that I've really come to appreciate, such as being able to create a class in between missions. Before every mission, the fact that you can pick your gun, your attachments, and it's not all scripted out for you, it really helps you become more involved into the game, and it kind of like, I don't know, it just gives you way more, like, here I go, double tracking, stuttering, not knowing what I'm trying to say, even though I do. Basically, like, with any first-person shooter campaign, it's very scripted out. You have those cutscenes that, you know, you really can't control. There's only usually one path you can take through any of the missions. You don't get to pick your weapons. You can just pick up weapons from some of the enemies and you kill them, so on and so forth. And the fact that they really stepped outside the box this one, let you pick your class, made, you know, your success or failures within certain missions affect the outcome of the game, that is badass. I absolutely love it. And the Strike Force missions, probably the greatest campaign thing I've ever seen in my life. The greatest by far. I've never seen such a great addition to a campaign. I love them. If they had, you know, a campaign that was just Strike Force missions, I would play that shit over and over. And that's the great thing about it, is that a lot of people's replayability with a campaign isn't that high. But with these Strike Force missions and stuff like that, I think it's really, like, for me personally, it's going to bring me back. I can play a campaign on a game 2 or 3 times in a row because I'm weird like that. But, the fact that we have these Strike Force missions is really going to draw me in a lot more. Overall, all the different factors and stuff that they've included in the campaign, it really allows you to become more immersed into the game. All in all, I mean, I'd give the campaign an A+, and I haven't even finished it yet, which is kind of odd. You'll find out why later in the video. Multiplayer Call of Duty is something that I have not been into since Black Ops, the first one. The reason being, it just seemed like it was so plagued with problems that were neglected and that were never really sought out to be fixed that I just kind of gave up on it. You know, Modern Warfare 3, I didn't even get up to level 40, and I don't think so. Maybe highly doubtful. I didn't even get close to Prestige. And it just, I didn't put in the time because I didn't want to. In Modern Warfare 3 altogether, if I knew what I knew now, I would have never bought the game. Honestly, I would have never bought it. I know the game was popular and a lot of you guys really enjoyed it, but it wasn't for me, especially kind of being, you know, an old school COD gamer. It just, things change, but not for the better. And I think that's where Black Ops 2 multiplayer does it right. I still think there are issues. I don't say anything bad, but the lag compensation, they need to get rid of that shit. They really do. If you can't afford good internet, it really sucks, but I don't think people that do pay, you know, extra money or a lot of money for good internet in the first place should be punished for it. Servers, very, it really reminds me a lot of Homefront, where the servers are just so overpacked that, you know, a lot of times will crash, you can't get into games for a little while, so on and so forth. But obviously there's nothing that has ever come close to being as bad as Homefront as far as getting people into games and such. But overall, I gotta say, I don't think anything's too overpowered yet. I'm sure a lot of things are going to be discovered on the way. I love the score streak system as opposed to the kill streak system. And for me, being an objective player, like, I'm the guy that shoots down UAVs, counter UAVs, helicopters, whatever it may be. And it's like, a lot of times I'll get fucking smoked when I'm doing that. Some dude will come up behind me and put fucking 5 cheesesteak brownies into my fucking forehead. Doesn't feel too good. And, you know, I'm the guy that's always dying, trying to capture B-doms, so on and so forth. And it's cool that the score streak rewards you with kill streaks to play the objective. Something that has never really been around in a COD game too much. And that's one thing I really enjoy about this game. I know Modern Warfare 2 had a similar idea, but I just think it was a lot better done in Black Ops 2. I think the maps are very diverse. There's a lot of verticality, a lot of, you know, close quarter, fast-paced maps, and then you got those maps that are, you know, a little bit more distant, a lot bigger, so on and so forth. And there's probably 2 or 3 maps that really remind me a lot of Black Ops. At least I would say 3. There's maps that remind me of Havana, of Jungle, and I can't remember what the other one was. But I think they did a really great job on the maps. They seem to be really well balanced. There's a couple of them that are iffy, but, you know, the close quarter ones like Shipwreck. No, wait, is that what it's called? Fuck, I can't even think of what it's called. Hijacked. I love it. It's actually a good map, and I'm not one to really enjoy the close quarter maps in Call of Duty too much, but, you know, overall, I am thankful that they innovated and progressed the multiplayer. We've been doing that for 2-3 years now, and it's nice to see them actually coming forth and going through with it. Now, on to zombies, which I think is where they made the biggest strides in the game. You have Transit, which might be the single greatest zombies concept ever. It's fucking amazing. I love it. One thing I wish they would have done more, I mean, if you got Hardened or Prestige, you get Nuketown 2025 for zombies, but, you know, that's the only map outside of those transit maps that you can really play, and I kind of wish that they would have expanded on that a little bit more. I know they'll be coming out with DLC and such, but I wish they would have done something different with survival, and, you know, the 4v4, love it. I think it's a great addition to zombies, kind of giving you some more stuff to do on there. But I kind of wish they would have gave you some different maps. I wish they would have gave you at least one more map with Pomeranians. But Transit's such a great concept, and there's so much stuff to do in that it really can keep you occupied for a while. I love it. I really do. I'd have to give the zombies by far an A+. You know, just how intricate and in-depth it is amazing, and how it still has ties to the original storyline is mind-boggling. Overall, though, I like it. I would have to give the game an 8.5, or even like an 8.7 right now, which is good. Haven't really been playing Battlefield too much lately. Battlefield's become really dry to me, but at the same time, the longer I'm away from it, the more I'm excited to play it. So I'm definitely gonna be getting back into that, especially with Aftermath popping out soon. But you know, overall, Black Ops is a kick-ass game. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be improved on it, but it's the first week of the game. People are going to be coming out with patches, so there's a lot of stuff still to be introduced. Really excited to see how they go with zombies and all that good stuff, too. But really quick story, last Saturday night, my PlayStation went. The Blu-ray drive on my PS3 went to shit. The laser was just decimated. And I went and tried to get some tools from Walmart, right? Some tools to take my PlayStation apart. You need the craziest, most fucking awkward tools to take a PlayStation 3 apart, because Sony doesn't want you doing that. Then you can mod it and all that good stuff. But so I had to run around and look everywhere for some tools. It was 10 o'clock at night. There wasn't really many places I could go, so I went to Walmart. I looked online and it said that Walmart did have it in my location. I went there, they didn't have it. So I picked up a Blu-ray lens cleaner, I think it's called. It's one of those CDs you put in and it does all the work itself. I don't think they're very useful, but I figured, you know, might as well not get nothing at all since I'm here. And my PlayStation doesn't work, so what do I have to lose? So I went, picked that up, and went out to my truck, and there was the biggest pile of antifreeze I've ever seen in my life. Like, this puddle was probably like 6 feet long and 4 feet wide, so my truck was losing antifreeze like there was no tomorrow. Luckily, I had a jug of water in my truck and some antifreeze in there already, so I poured the gallon of water into my radiator, And I made it about halfway home, overheated, and I was just pretty fucking pissed off. Like, it was one of the worst nights I've had in a while. Now, it's material things, so, you know, things could have been a lot worse. There are a million different things that could happen that would be 10 times worse than losing a PlayStation or truck in one night. But since then, everything's been getting a lot better. The next day, Jillian, how amazing she is. She bought me a new PS3. She got me one of the new Slims, the top loaders, which are pretty sweet. And the truck is finally finished. I gotta pick that up later this week. What's up, babe? She says she's sorry for interrupting, even though I tell her all the time that she's totally fine. But anyways, we got some time, or we have a bunch of running around to do, so I'll be bringing you guys some more videos, though. I know I say that every time, I kind of take a week off, but I got some days off, so I'll be getting back to you guys. So I will catch y'all later. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Peace.